Police Commission orders fresh probe into DCP ABBA KYARI's link to HUSHPUPPI after IGP's team shallows investigation. Welcome to the news and please subscribe to our channel. The Federal Bureau of Investigation (FBI) had alleged that HUSHPUPPI paid $20,600 to two bank accounts allegedly provided by KYARI. The Police Service Commission (PSC) has directed the Inspector General of Police Usman Babar to conduct fresh investigations into the link between the suspended head of the Intelligence Response Team (IRT) ABBA KYARI and an internet fraudster Abbas Ramon, commonly known as HUSHPUPPI. Well, it is not news that in Nigeria is a lawless country. And it's a lawless country where the law is only for the masses. As far as the rich are concerned, or those that hold, that know some people in the powerhouse, or they are connected to the powerhouse, they are always above the law. It's very sad. It makes me ask myself that what is the future of our generations unborn? What is the future of our children who are watching these things happen now? They are growing up with the wrong identity that things are not equal. That doing things, how am I going to put it? Practicing that somebody is supremacist. How am I going to put it now? Somebody is untouchable. Meanwhile, under the law, no one should be untouchable. Everyone should be able to face the law. One thing I'd like us to correct in our constitution is the fact that somebody is immune just because the person is in power. Once they remove that, whether you're in power, if you like, go be the president of a nation, if you like, be the governor of a state, if you like, be the councillor or House of Senate member, you commit a crime, you face it immediately. They should include it in our new constitution because this old one is as good as, if they say they want to start amending this one, it is going to be better they write a new one where everyone has a say in it and it concerns or it stands out or reflects the will of the people. That is just it. Had it been this happened in let's say this thing happened abroad, do you think that they would have thrown him in prison? Because after the investigation, if he is linked to it sincerely, they'll strip him off his position and they're going to throw him in prison. They don't used to do over there I think what the most thing that is very common there is their rule of law. This their true federalism. There is rule of law there. There is separation of power. The judiciary is an independent of the executive and the legislative body. The same way the legislative body is independent of the judiciary and the executive body. So we know that if this thing is outside the country, of course, he would have been cooling off. But what do? They just suspend him for some time, and the man is even working freely, eating all kind of food. The last we heard of him was that he was actually, was it in Maiduguri or in a state, and he was really having fun for someone who was accused that much. Okay, let's find out more about this. The news in detail, please stay with us. It was gathered that the commission directed the IGP to submit a report within 2 weeks, which would be examined by the PSC Standing Committee on Discipline. Punch report. The directive to the IG was sequel to the advice from the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Abubakar Malami's son. A 4-month special investigation panel headed by the Deputy Inspector General of Police in charge of the Force Criminal Investigation Department, Joseph Ebunike, had earlier probed KYARI, a Deputy Commissioner of Police, but the probe was deemed to be shallow and not watertight. KYARI has been suspended in July 2021 for alleged involvement in a $1.1 million internet fraud allegedly perpetrated by HUSHPUPPI and 4 others. Abdul Rahman Juma Abdul, Vincent Chibuzo Kelly, Rukayat Fashola Morayo, and Bolatito Agbabiaka Bolamide. The Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI, had alleged that HUSHPUPPI paid $20,600 to two bank accounts allegedly provided by KYARI on January 20th, 2020. However, KYARI denied all the allegations of wrongdoing brought against him. It was gathered on Wednesday that the AGF set of facts contained in the police investigation report were not strong enough to convict the DCP. Walami was said to have informed the commissioner that the police investigation on KYARI was not watertight, and that more facts were needed to establish the relationship between the ex-IRT commander and HUSHPUPPI, who is awaiting sentencing after striking a plea bargain deal with the U.S. authorities. Based on the AGF's advice, the commission was said to have asked IG to carry out a further probe into KYARI's relationship with HUSHPUPPI. A senior official stated, "The advice from the AGF is that the case needs further investigation, that the evidence produced on ABBA KYARI was not enough to convict him despite the fact that they've established a prima facie case against him, but the fact cannot convict him in the court of law." So the police report was returned and the IG was asked to set up a special panel to look at the case. We have given them just a short period of 2 weeks to turn in their report. The final report is expected to return to the standing committee, which will review and send recommendations to the plenary where the final decision on KYARI will be taken. Sahara reporters earlier reported that a spokesperson, U.S. Attorney Office for Central District of California, ÞR0ßE, confirmed that HUSHPUPPI will be sentenced on February 14th. Yes, and the sentence will be a small one, sincerely. News have it that it's going to be a 20-year sentence after he's going to be paying a huge amount of bail. And I'm asking myself, just how? How? Because of lack of, how do I put it, lack of believing that you're going to have it have your meat later. It's just like you're hungry and they're telling you to hold on. So that they'll finish cooking the food, you're like, you don't want to hold on. You prefer to eat another person's food without permission. And you didn't still tell the person after finishing it. Then you expect your own food to, no, it's not possible. Let's watch and see how everything plays out. Okay, on this note, we've come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of the day.